Trim. Trim is the position of an object in the water measured in respect to a horizontal plane. We can say an object has positive trim when, in respect to its direction of movement, the part in front is higher, and negative trim when it is lower. In practice, as a diver, you have positive trim when your fins are lower than your head and negative trim when this is the opposite case. The movement of a diver in the water is the result of various forces. Some act on the vertical plane, such as the weight and lift, others on the horizontal plane. When a diver wants to move forward, a resistance that opposes the movement, hydrodynamic resistance, has to be overcome using the force of the fins, and this resistance is greater the larger the surface area that is presented to the direction of movement. If a diver has a neutral condition of buoyancy, he or she can easily assume horizontal trim and so move through the water with the minimum of effort, as only a small surface area has to oppose the hydrodynamic resistance. Instead, if a diver has a negative buoyancy condition, they must assume a position of positive trim so that they obtain neutral buoyancy by finning. However, this is tiring for the diver, as the force of the fin strokes is used partly for propulsion and partly to oppose the excessive weight. And lastly, the surface area on which the hydrodynamic resistance acts is greater. In short, you have to fin very hard to make any headway at all. Positive buoyancy is not an optimal condition for a diver either. With negative trim, the effects are the same. Bad trim for a diver is not only influenced by buoyancy, but also by the incorrect distribution of the weight the diver is carrying, usually lead weights, cylinder, fins and ankle weights. So it is important that particular care is taken in the preparation and positioning of these weights. Correct trim is fundamental, as is correct buoyancy, to avoiding exertion on the dive, and this is why you will also practice ways of achieving good trim control on the dives in open water on this deep dive course.